dangerous, yeah. There's a lot of birds around here. They're all coming here just to have their bedtime. That's why there's so many. I'm actually standing on the roadside here, and I can see a lot of crows. I can see all kinds of birds here. There's lots of different birds here. Whoa, so many crows. There's swallows. Where I am filming here, this is Puchong. It's a lovely little town. I can see swallows, swifts, crows, and actually earlier on I've also seen some, there's a myna bird. Two of them, of course. And earlier on I've also spotted common koels. Quite weird birds. They're members of the cuckoo family. And strangely enough, there's about 4 myna birds. That's a lot of birds I'm seeing here. There's more swallows here. There's more crows, there's 2 of them here. I'll have to find out there's even more birds. Oh, it's so nice. So nice hearing their chirping sounds. It's so nostalgic. I think here has the best birds. Not gonna lie, this is awesome. This crow is going away here. Okay, we've got 2 crows here. One sort of hidden away. And the myna birds, I think 3 of them have just dispatched away from the telegraph pole. No, I mean telephone wires. That's what I was meant to say here. Yep, this is like 1 year later looking at the birds of Puchong. How cool is that? Here you go. This is pretty remarkable. I can hear a shrike. Whoa! There's so many birds around here. Hopefully I won't get any mosquito bites. I'm just hoping beyond that point. It's quite a bit of a dangerous site because here in Malaysia safety policies are relatively bad. I could have just got mosquito repellents. I've changed location because obviously this area here has less mosquitoes here. Obviously I'm with my dad's sister at the moment. She's always there in the background, but don't worry about it because obviously, you know, got a lot of myna birds, Indian mynas. Whoa, that was a swallow. How fast moving was that thing? Here you go, there's the cars driving past by here. This is very typical. There you go, this is what I filmed from last year. There's what looks like to be a bread store. In Malay you call it roti. That's, what does it say here? Whoa. I'm just doing bird watching here. There's Roti John Rockstar Burger Crispy. That's what it's called. What does that say? Oh, there's a swallow here. And, whoa, what bird is that thing? Is that a small pigeon? I can't really tell. I call it a zebra dove. That thing there says, Mila ayam penyet. Is that how you correctly say that? Not sure of that. I think that's how it says on the billboard. It's not that very clear. Because I'm a bit further away. I can hear some kingfishers. Oh, it's just so nice. It's so nice coming here. They have got the best birds. Obviously, every time when I come here, it's just so beautiful. Wow. There's more swallows. Wait, no, wait, that's a swift. Bloody hell. I can't tell. Obviously with swifts, they just simply on the wing. Whereas swallows, they are simply on the wing, but temporarily. Whoa, is that a bee eater? Whoa, that's amazing. That's a beautiful bird. I think it's got those strange looking curved wings on it. Makes it so different. And there's all kinds of birds here. Literally, there's just so many birds around Puchong here. And we've got, whoa, there's a crow here. Lots and lots of different birds, mainly small birds. And there's also Asian glossy starlings tucked in the background. I don't know if they are starlings or are they sparrows. I've got no idea. Tree sparrows I'm looking at. No, wait, they're Asian glossy starlings on the background here. What does it says here? It's quite weird. Whenever I go back to Malaysia, there's always lots of differences here. And I can see some really tiny birds. I wonder what these are. About 3 of these. I'm going to have to jump cut what they are. Down that treetop, these look like tree sparrows. And there's about 3 of them guys here. Tree sparrows are doing so well in Malaysia. Probably because it's like that with Japan, they're actually doing relatively good. Lovely swallow, nice seeing you. There's a lot of birds around here. About just a trio of tree swallows. No, sorry, tree sparrows. I always keep misidentifying them. Why do I have dyslexia at the moment? Oh wait, I don't. That's okay. No, wait, I've just misidentified. Jeez, crap. What is that? Didn't match you. That's got a very strange looking building name, but I love it. Because it's Malay. And there you go, 1 year later of looking at birds in Puchong. How fantastic is that? Hey, my dreams are fulfilled. So much. Something I haven't really had for a long time. My dreams have came true after about 10.5 months of arduous planning of going back to Malaysia, and look what we have. This is the dream I now revel in. And there's actually a crow that has already just flown past by. Not many crows, I have to say, not many crows. That's not what I was after for. But this is lovely, this is really nice. I'm actually in between, let's just say the gutter here. More like a sewage discharge, just to deter stormwater. On a roadside, right next to my uncle's house. This is nice, this is really good. And what is that? Looks like someone's cat has taken shelter, because we have a lot of stray cats and dogs here. And guess who eats birds? It's always cats. Cats love eating birds, because cats are the most notorious predator. Oh, what bird is that? Oh, it's a yellow-vented bulbul. Okay, that's nice. There's all kinds of small birds around here. It's not that very clear, but there's always lots of small birds around here. It's beautiful. It's just totally and utterly nice. And there's more crows here. Right in the background there's more swallows. Woo! They're always very close. Lots and lots of swallows here, that is amazing. Just totally and utterly awesome seeing swallows. Really nice to hear and see about it. Oh, there's a giant... Is that a bee or a wasp? I don't know. That's very freakish. You know, in Malaysia there's always some better boundaries for like biodiversity. Birds and insects. That's all. Birds are performing really well. And look who's just perched. Right on the background here, just when I was about filming for at least around, I don't know, let's just say over half a minute or so. There's a lot of crows here. About 2 of them here. About 1, 2, 3 of them. There's another swift, I think it is. There you go, there's the 2 to 3 crows. There's more sparrows coming in. Look at the sparrows, they're actually really enjoying. And actually I've decided to go for a nice trip to the park, and it won't be that for long because I need to get back to my relatives because they have known me for a long time. And clearly, you know, it's such a fantastic place. It's a nice suburban area, pretty much nostalgic, and clearly I'm just going to look out for some birds. And that's what the main objective is. And apparently, I'm actually seeing what looks like to be a big gathering of some very strange bird species. Are these bee-eaters? They look like bee-eaters to me. Let me just have a look with my binoculars. And clearly, you know, they look like very unusual looking birds. I don't know if they are the much more commoner blue-tailed bee-eater, or are these the much more rarer blue-throated bee-eater. I might have to do a jump cut and see what specimens they are with my binoculars and stuff. Almost curious, I really want to go ahead and go a bit closer to them, but they're way too high. There's actually quite a few birds right on top of the trees here. There's also another sneaky specimen right here. Quite a lot of interesting birds right over in this park here. And actually, apart from what looks like to be bee-eaters, there's also other birds that are also perched, which I can't really recall the name of. I'm pretty sure they could be Asian glossy starlings. I really forgot the name. And guess what? Here I am now. Strangely enough, I'm back after my trip to Malaysia, and it's been like 4 weeks ago. In fact, it's been a month. Crikeys. Good day, YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in. Oh, wait. Sorry, I need to get back into vlogging because I need... Well, what I really need are some things that are straightforward being said. You know, I've actually noticed I've presented my dad's sister and also my relatives for quite some time now. Well, guess what? Many of my videos that I'll be uploading on my YouTube channel up towards next year, but I've actually got one specific message that I'm actually going to straightforward announce here. 2025, yes, I know is going to be very, very different. So yeah, in 2025, I'm going to be doing something which will be straightforward. Yes, I will still be making new videos on YouTube, but before I can come into that very obvious message, and I know the Malaysian flag is a bit in reversed, but let me just say here about my relatives, because I do know that they've actually been part of the video on YouTube, and I've actually felt quite a bit narky when I was actually featuring them on my YouTube channel, because I know it leads to a lot of like anti-privacy reasons, and there's also like discrimination, sexism, racism, and also all that kind of stigma, hateful content and that kind of stuff. You know, they come from a background in which I seem to be fairly well, I can't really straightforward comment on that sort of sanction I'm just straightforward putting up onto YouTube, but I do know that because my background is from an East Asian descendant, and their English is actually relatively mediocrely poor, so just to throw that in, I do wonder to myself, like, I know I'll be uploading as much. Now, what I will do so far by 2025, as I'm coming back to the subject that I'm in now, I'm going to be basically upload all of the previous videos, all of those past uploads that I did from back in 2023 and 2024. So next year I'll be focusing on delayed uploads and videos that have actually taken a very long time, in fact, way long time for them to be uploaded somehow. And I know my computer has been very cramped with lots and lots of memory and stuff somehow. But I've also got some more news, which I might come up later on. I might speak about the old computer that I have, which I might straightforward, I don't know what to really say, but I might try and feature it in another video, because given how much time I've only spent to make new videos on YouTube, not that much. But then hey, I will still have the privilege to make as much good content I'll be able to produce via the remaining parts of the year. Okay, going back to where I featured my dad's sister and also my other relatives, like my uncles, my cousins, you know, those sort of people. You know, I'm very straightforward, skeptical about, you know, featuring them on YouTube. I'm just looking at the computer screen because I'm just looking at the time on the clock. It's a bit far away somehow. There's another clock right not too far away from me, hey? Yes, I know I've been featuring my relatives on my videos so far during my trip to Malaysia, but then the scariest part is there are a lot of anti-privacy things that are just going around my head, which are now going to be coming privacy reasons. Now, with their voices being exposed, that might actually lead to all of my fans, like you watching the whole video, viewers or fans watching the whole video, making some very weird speculative comments and say, who the hell are your relatives? And why the hell are they speaking Chinese? Or why the hell are they speaking in a very different language? Or why aren't they speaking English? Well, I know that's going to be very much, you know, very simple to answer, because I do know that I come from a background in which my family doesn't really rely on English. Instead, they rely so much on East Asian languages or Southeast Asian languages or possibly Asian languages in general, that they seemingly focus on the certain materials that they're up to in their country. Whereas here, I can straightforward, because I was born here in England, my material on speaking English is straightforward, much more linguistically perfect, yet at the same time, it's not that perfect to what you would actually expect, okay? So it's not 100% perfection. And there you go, that's a classic example on why my English may be fluent, but then it's not, because I've been heavily impacted on the way my people talk English. But then I don't see it as a very bad thing, you know? Because people are trying to learn new words and stuff just to contemplate in their head. So I'm trying to be very concise in the way I try to say things. So anyways, I know I've been bird watching so much in Puchong so far, which is that little town in Selangor, which is a state in Malaysia, and it's also one of the most populous and heavily, how would you call it, developed states in Malaysia. So it's been filmed about a month ago, so I might as well just straightforward end this whole video on YouTube. So if you really enjoy it, please give this video a like, subscribe for more Flip That videos in the future. And I'm really sorry I have to put up this message, but I'm there to just pretty much spread some words out. So no stigma or anything that is against, apart from, well, I don't know what to really say here, anything that is against the YouTube community guidelines in relationship into people's stigma, racism, discrimination, sexism, and other stuff, that can't be there. So anyways, hope everything is gone real soon. And as always, as I'm about to continue making more videos on YouTube in relationship into the trip to Malaysia, as always, thanks so much for watching, and bye for now. Oh, and by the way, check out my newest animation I've made. It's the one with the beach huts. I might throw in a link in right now. Bye.